turn. That's off the rip.
If I can get that pick, let a team like New York be like, oh, y'all giving that pick up, or let New York not get the number 1 pick or number 2 pick. If I can get and they get the number 2 pick, I'm like, if I can get that number 2 pick, I help y'all get them.
Yo, New York better land somebody, man.
I think New York get the number 1 pick. The NBA fixes.
They better land somebody.
The NBA be fixing the draft.
Yo, on the real, that's why I really thought Chicago was gonna get it, because I don't know, it's something weird about them. Chicago got D Rose at with like 8% chance or something. I was like, yo, I don't know, man. Chicago. I was looking at the odds. It's actually it's a lot better how they do it now. I like that. They do like the 3-14s or something. Then like a 9, a 6-6. 4-4 or something like that. Is weird, but it's nice
basically the Philly rule. Philly was trying to tank for first pick. We never got it. Had to trade up to get it, but
Nah, we got it with Ben Simmons.
Yes, we did. I'm sorry.
We got it one time.
We got it one time.
We finally got it. Like, let's get these niggas first overall. Yeah, they can stop this shit.
Yeah, y'all bullshitting right now. We would have had it a couple times. This should have happened. You know what I mean? But who knows? Probably could have had Kyrie actually.
Yo, what about these rookies this year? And mainly Luka. Like Luka was
only 2 are relevant.
Yeah, Luka was really the story for the season.
Yeah, he kept it consistent all season. That was my argument for Ben Simmons to win Rookie of the Year. So I got to keep the same energy.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
And get that to Luka.
I feel you on that one. Trae Young came on strong after the All-Star break.
He came out strong. Then he went fizzling out, and I'm like, oh, that's it for him. Then he came back. I'm like, oh, he just went through a little rookie slump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trae Young, he was doing. I mean, especially against our Sixers, though. He fucked us up. We were
supposed to win that.
Oh my god!
You know, this year's rookie race kind of reminds me of the year when Tyreek, Brandon Jennings, and Curry came out on the same year. It was like Tyreek probably should have won it because he was even and consistent the whole year. Brandon Jennings started off hot, had that 50-point game. But then he tailed off like crazy, and then Curry started off actually really struggling in the league, getting adjusted, and then he climbed something serious at the second half of the year, and he ended up winning it.
No, Tyreek won that year.
Right,
27 or something.
But he got second in votes, and I was like, all right, like that's understandable, but I was like, people just kept talking about, all they was talking about was Curry, and I'm like, y'all got to stick with the more consistent person. Like, this is over 82 game season, and I just feel like over the 82 game season, Luka's been more consistent.
I agree. I agree on that one. I like Luka a lot, man.
It's cool that they both got traded for each other.
Funny.
Yeah, that is kinda, and then Dallas kind of traded like a lot of their first round picks over the next couple of years because they traded the one for Luka. So next year, Atlanta owns that, and then I think the year after that, New York got it for Porzingis,
which was kind of stupid to me. Why would you trade? I think it should have just been a straight up trade Luka for Trae, and then gave it like maybe a second round or something like that. Luka ain't. Well, he looking like it now, but all that time he got on ESPN. But I don't think Luka was worth that much. You could have gave him. You know what? Trae was 9th pick or something like that.
No, Trae went 5th.
5th? Yeah, I'm like saying he was a top something pick. Yeah, like how you gave up a pick already, giving up Trae. Like, nah, I wouldn't have did that, but
yeah, it's kind of funny.
I guess it's worth it for him now. We're gonna see how it turns out.
Yeah, you got to see how Luka continues forward because he started great rookie season, and I want to see how he progresses up. Yeah, I got to see how he continues forward. Also in that rookie class, man, not to the kid in Los Angeles, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he had a really good season, and not too many people talking about him. And his team's in the playoffs. Like all the rookies, his team is in the playoffs.
Clippers is in there.
No, I mean it's not like he's the lead guy on the team.
No, he's not, but he's one of the main factors why they're in the playoffs. So he's been balling.
That's usually what they.
I mean, he did take over when Pat Bev got hurt, and he's a nice contributor off the bench. But
they like to use key players on the team.
But that team is Gallinari, Lou Will, Pat Bev, the big season out of Montrezl Harrell. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he did have a good year, but it's not like he was a catalyst of the main thing that made that team click. So I mean, he definitely won't get any rookie of the year bids, but he did have a nice rookie season, and that does deserve to get applauded though.
Yeah, I think they're gonna just go. It's a 2-man race, but I think it's going to be Luka.
Yeah, it should be Luka. It should be, honestly.
I do. I agree.
Go ahead.
What team do y'all feel like underperformed this season?
Underperformed?
Yeah, like who should have been better than what they were?
Is it fair that John Wall got hurt so I could say the Wizards? I don't really know if that's fair though.
I mean, yeah, John Wall got hurt.
John Wall got hurt.
Dwight Howard didn't play.
Dwight. You know what I mean?
His whole fiasco.
Honestly, I don't have a team that felt like they should have did. Celtics technically shit.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I thought the Celtics would have did a lot better during the season. I would have thought that OKC had a way better season than they did. That's for sure. The obvious consensus pick will probably be the Lakers, but they weren't really expected to be good. You know, we just put that expectation on them, but
I didn't expect them.
They weren't expected to be good. I am surprised that Phoenix didn't play as good as they probably should have, but
I had no faith in them.
I didn't think that they was gonna be a 45-point team, but I didn't think they was gonna. Yeah, I did not think they was gonna be the worst team in the West. That's one thing I did not think, especially with such a really solid young core, and they did have Trevor Ariza at one point during the season too. That little nucleus that they got over there is actually really nice. And they about to probably end up with Cam Reddish, nice little 3-and-D guy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Work out for them.
Yeah, for me,
they got one of the bridges too, right?
Unless they get number 2. If they get number 2, you taking Cam Reddish over Ja?
See, I wouldn't at that, but it's like they don't need that because they need a part. They need Ja Morant. Like they need him.
That's what I'm saying. I'm taking Ja.
Like it just.
You talking about Phoenix?
Okay. Yeah, as a what they need versus best player available.
Yeah.
Like they need a heavy point guard, like not a point guard that can play. That's a 2-3 guy.
Yeah, they need a true point.
They need that.
Yeah, they need a true point guard.
Point, pass, heavy, control the game, point, and Ja Morant in that offense will probably be fantastic.
You got your star player in Booker. Like Booker offensively is great.
I don't even think you got him. I think he's out of there.
You think so?
Actually, when his contract expires, he's out of there.
I mean, he just resigned last year, didn't he?
Yeah, and he said he wants to build a super team in Phoenix.
That's what he said.
He did say that for real.
They say a lot of good things.
Oh man, yeah, no, right to that contract up.
Yeah. I mean, they got the next. Well, I think he's got like 4 years remaining. So they got the next
4 years straight. And we're gonna see that tune change.
Yeah, if they lose 4 straight years, he's definitely gone.
But think about it, they got him. So they basically got him and DeAndre Ayton locked up for the next 4 years together.
That's a fact.
Then they got whoever they get now. If they're lucky enough to get Ja Morant, then that should solidify a great young core to build around.
Right.
And most likely that should be able to pry an exciting veteran to help glue that team up. You never know.
Yeah. I think they just need like a culture change, man. They need like somebody that can bring in.
In order to change the culture, you got to change the team.
They bring in a winning culture. They got what James Jones is their GM. They stick with him. And then who's their head coach? Like I think that's where it's going to start.
Unknown.
They need to have like.
Ain't it not Hornacek? They got rid of him.
Not Gentry.
And then it was
Where's they had Gentry Watson. At? Gentry is in
Watson gone.
Alvin is in New Orleans for now.
Damn, who?
I don't know.
That's a name.
I'm drawing a blank.
I tell you right now.
But I just feel like whoever the head coach is, they just gotta figure out a way to put their players in the best position to play, like to make them better.
Igor
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you got that. I don't know.
So we'll see. Phoenix could be an exciting team coming up. If that's especially they can get Ja.
They can get it right.
Yeah, if they can get it right. But it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough to get these shit going.
I just go poach all of the Spurs office. Just go poach.
Seriously. Go like anybody that comes from the Spurs, man, it seems to just do great. Like Brett Brown, Budenholzer.
Yep. We poached a couple from them.
Mm-hmm.
That's because they've been doing great ever since Tim Duncan.
Pretty much, man.
97.
And fucking Popovich.
They've had the greatest front offense since then. That don't make no damn sense.
And then one more here. What team do you think like surprised you in doing the most overperformer team? I should say.
Who overperformed?
Yeah. Who do you think man they did way better than I thought?
Pacers,
especially with the injury.
Oladipo. Clippers.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Brooklyn. I think them be like the three teams that.
Really I don't think Milwaukee.
Nah, because they was already destined to be a playoff team. They just outperformed what they probably were expected. But I mean, it's not like it's that much.
Yeah,
like all these teams that we mentioned weren't even supposed to be in a playoff race.
Yeah, I thought Indiana was going to fall because Westbrook got hurt early. Oladipo got hurt early in the season.
Yeah.
Even
but they were a 3 seed when he got hurt. They ended the season as a 5. That's not bad.
You know what I mean? And it was above the Celtics.
That shows a test to the will of the team.
So think about this year. Last year, the reason why I say Milwaukee, last year they was an 8th seed and they took Boston to 7. And then they hired Budenholzer, who is probably one of the top 3 moves that happened this past offseason. And
Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely.
Most likely.
Him or Nick Nurse. And then fucking they come in and like they the best team in the NBA with literally like almost the same team. Like the only addition that they really made was Lopez literally went from a fucking pure post scorer to a stretch big. Yeah, that boy be pulling.
Yeah. He did.
And then Giannis just took it to another level. Like I expected Milwaukee to be good.
Giannis was enough.
I expected Milwaukee to be like a top 4 or 5 team in the East. I didn't expect them to be fucking 59 wins good, 60 wins good.
Well, I mean, you had to expect the growth that Antetokounmpo took though. Like his growth chart has been where it's been going. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that was expected. I mean, I guess you could say you didn't expect Chris Middleton to be an all-star.
Yeah, Chris Middleton probably more so than surprised with that roster.
Yeah, you probably didn't expect, Brook Lopez to, be as incoherent with that type of offense. But, that worked out. Probably didn't expect, Drew Bledsoe to probably be so
Drew Bledsoe
beta, but he is, and it's worked out. It's worked out so good. So
yeah, they put it together.
Oh, you got that? I done had some drinks. Leave me alone.
That boy drunk.
Who'd I say? Drew
Bledsoe.
Oh damn.
I'm like, what
Eric Bledsoe. I went with it, but I'm like,
I did Bobby our heads and shit.
I heard Eric though. I heard Eric Bledsoe, so I'm like,
in my head, I said Eric. My bad.
I'm not even drinking.
You're good.
I'm drinking like this.
You got a Fat Tuesday cup.
No. Yeah, this is good for protein shakes. I got these trays in my mouth.
All right, so I want to get your thoughts on a couple of the award winners who we think it should be. So let's start off here. Let's start Coach of the Year. And we kind of gave our picks already, Myra, but you want to reiterate one more time?
Yeah, Bucks coach. What's his name?
Budenholzer.
Budenholzer. I was about to say Budenholzer. Budenholzer, definitely. I'm giving him Coach of the Year. 60 wins usually get you the Coach of the Year. Best record in the league.
Yeah, went from 8th seed to 1 seed.
8th seed to 1 seed. That's quite of a leap. Even like you were saying, that's a leap, man. That's like a 15-game leap. So, and I mean, and they've been consistent all year. Always like, you got to go with consistency. It's always some late surges that you can always talk about, but consistency definitely should win out. And excuse me. So yeah, I'm going to Budenholzer.
I'm gonna go. I like Nick Nurse. I'm gonna go Budenholzer, and a special shout out to McMillan in Indiana. You lose your best player, and you still remain, a 5th seed in the East. Yeah, that was impressive, man. Pacers are a real threat to Boston in this upcoming playoffs in the series. Would they beat them? But I think that can be a really intriguing series. But I'm gonna go Budenholzer as well.
I'm gonna take a surprise pick. I'm going to go with Doc Rivers.
I like that.
Doc and the Clippers were not expected to be as great as they were. As he said so famously after that game when they clinched the playoff spot, they were projected 33 wins before the season. Everyone projected them 33 wins. Everyone projected them out of the playoffs. They traded away their top scorer in the middle of the season.
So bias here.
Still ended up not only making the playoffs, 2 wins shy of 50 wins. Much deserved.
I respect that. Yeah, he definitely did a hell of a job with that team, man. Most improved player.
I'm going D-Lo. I just feel like he's not gonna get no other award, so I guess it's kind of easy, kind of like a giveaway, because he's not getting no other award. But I think his performance has been phenomenal. He's definitely one of the best point guards in the East, or at least this season he is. And I mean, he got Brooklyn not even just in the playoffs. He got a winning record and a 6th seed. So
right,
you know what I mean. That's not a bad feat for a team that was looking abysmal and made one of the dumbest trades in NBA history. So I'm going D-Lo.
Yo, and picture this: fucking D'Angelo Russell was sent to Brooklyn as a fucking salary cap dump. Like they traded him just to get rid of Mozgov's contract. That's another reason why Magic Johnson's a shit fucking
but even
executive.
Then, though, D'Lo was never bad. Like I don't understand where this how did he get attached to a salary dump was crazy.
That shit is
he
nuts.
was never bad.
Because it's LA.
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
He messed up video recording. That's like they had to get him out the locker room.
I mean, yeah, that was also true. I didn't want to mention that.
Yeah. What you think, Ed?
Excuse me. What?
Most improved player of the year.
Oh. You go first. I knew who I wanted, but I forgot. Oh, all right, no.